and welcome to Aylesbury News Weekly Roundup. This week we had a story about Uproar about plans for the old Courthouse in Market Square, as plans are being submitted to turn it into a hotel, which means gutting the inside, and that's what people don't want to happen. They want it to be left to its former glory as it is. And a petition had been started. They had already had 200 signatures to stop this from happening. Thames Valley Police's Surrender Your Knives week had over 700 knives handed in over 1 week, which was a significant amount of knives taken off our streets, making it a safer place for Aylesbury. It wasn't just Aylesbury, it was across the Vale. They had over 700 knives all told. And they weren't just knives, they were swords, combat knives, Stanley knives, pen knives, kitchen knives, you name it, they were handed in. So that is a part of the Stronghold campaign to get knives off our street and stopping them from being used for crime. Aylesbury's all set to pay respects on Armistice Day, which is on November the 11th up at Market Square. There will be a parade, there will be a prayers held for thanks to the ending of World War One. It's its 100th anniversary. Like I say, in Market Square there will be a parade and a prayer said for World War One veterans, past now, and there's also going to be a World War One expedition down at the Gateway on Gatehouse Road, showing things that were used during World War One, like ration books, the helmets they used to wear. There'll be some putting out dinners, what used to be how they used to eat dinner on a ration book, and live music from local groups. It is free, but you do need a ticket to get in. You can get these tickets from the British Legion shop on the High Street. Just go in and ask them for them, or you can go down to the Gateway and get them there before the event. Should be on a good day. We're going to try our best to attend the Market Square part and get down to the Gateway to film in there as well. So hopefully that'll be something to look forward to as well. That's on Sunday the 11th of November at 11 o'clock. A family in Aylesbury that are facing homelessness because of the universal credit. Previously her son had been given a lifetime of disability living allowance, but because it's changed over to PIP and they had to reapply, her son was 1 point shy of being eligible for disability living allowance. He's autistic, he suffers with pain, chronic pain and fatigue and anxiety amongst other things, and now because she's going to lose this benefit, the knock-on effect is that she'll lose another benefit and another benefit, and they'll probably land up either losing the house, which makes them homeless, which means her son would probably have to go into care, and then they would land up homeless on the street. This seriously needs to be looked into, because he was awarded a lifetime DLA, and now they're saying that don't stand because you've had to reapply. So that lifetime of DLA, that contract has been broken. So really it needs to be looked into, because this is going to hurt that family big time. I hope that she is going to appeal against it, and most appeals nowadays are successful. So hopefully their appeal and it'll go through and they'll win their case. Fingers crossed for that family. RAF Alton forms part of the Poppy Appeal installation. What they've done up there in the grounds up at RAF Alton is dug trenches so people can go there and feel like what it was like to be in the trenches during World War One. There's a big 6 metre long poppy with a thread that comes out of it, which says "We thank you all," which is only right because there's a lot of sacrifices made to give us our freedoms. So you can go up there, you probably have to pay a small amount to go and see it and have a little walk around the trenches. I don't know if you're allowed to walk in the trenches, but I'm sure you could see them. Whether you're allowed in them is another story. So yeah, that's up at RAF Alton. Drugs are the root of most crimes across the Aylesbury Vale, according to the police commander Tim Metcroft, who have been tackling they've been tackling this head on, because over the last month or so I've been reporting about people with carrying drugs, and a large amount of drugs in some cases, where they've had a large amount of drugs and money in the boot of their car. The other week 2 lads were arrested with possession of drugs, neither of them from Aylesbury, but they were in Aylesbury. So they are cracking down on it. They're doing a good job. They need time to get on top of it, but they are doing something about it. At the end of the month, 31st, at the Methodist Church on Buckingham Street, there's going to be a pop-up Christmas card shop. Not only selling Christmas card, they'll be selling decorations for the tree, Christmas tree, and other decorations, gift ideas along with Christmas cards, and the money they raise goes to good charities like Cancer UK, Florence Nightingale Crisis, places like this. So it's a way to contribute to charities through buying stuff for Christmas. You can get Christmas wrapping paper there, and amongst other things. That's in the Methodist Church from the 31st of this month through to December. So if you fancy going there, having a little look, you might find some interesting things to put on the tree. I've seen some of them and they look lovely. So please think about that. Today, down at Sir Henry Floyd School, there's the annual beer festival taking place to raise money for Florence Nightingale. Tickets are £8 on the door, but if you've brought in advance, it's going to cost you £6. There's going to be lots of beers there, cider, and for the first time they're going to have gin, but it's got to be locally sourced gin within 25 miles of Aylesbury. Cider is going to be there again, locally sourced. All this is locally sourced. Fire Hill beers are going to be there, and they've made a special beer this year made with their own hops, what they're growing themselves in a hop yard, called Florence. So that might be worth a try. And all the money raised will go towards Florence Nightingale Hospice, which is a good cause. They help out a lot of families going through a tough time. Also today there is a sausage fest, so local butchers will be there showing off their sausages, so you can have a pint of beer with a banger and a roll. Lovely, sounds good to me. Over 107k raised at this year's Relay for Life in Aylesbury, which is good. That's a good amount. Congratulations to everyone who took part and raised this kind of money. It's a wonderful amount, and well done everybody. And they're all excited to they're starting to plan next year's one out. Hopefully next year more people will come along and get involved, and we can get more money, even more money for the charity. And that was for Breast Cancer UK. But the main thing is to celebrate the survivors of cancer. And the survival rate is getting higher and higher. Hopefully soon survivors will overtake the ones that didn't make it, unfortunately. It's a cruel disease. It needs to be, we need to eradicate this, but it's going to take years. Scientists are working on it continuously, and Breast UK helps fund the research into this, which I think is a brilliant thing as well. But yeah, so next year, if you've got a spare 24 hours, do a Relay for Life. Do it with your friends or your family. Don't have to run it, just keep walking. Keep it in mind for next year. Here at Aylesbury News, we support independent local businesses and charities. But they don't just need our help, they need your help too. So if you see one of the local independent businesses that come along the screen here, go and have a pop in and have a little look. You never know, you might see something you like. You've been watching Aylesbury News. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments below, and don't forget to share and like our videos. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments below. Oh, don't forget to share and like our videos. Thank you.